What's up, y'all? Excuse my hair. Okay, we've established nobody comes here for my hair. It's whatever. Anyway, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do something weird. Today we're gonna actually be looking back at like makeup trends. We're gonna be looking back at how YouTube has taught us to done our makeup, and then I'm gonna give y'all an example of how I would do my makeup in real life. So this is gonna be very like YouTube or Instagram versus reality type thing, but also like 2016 versus 2021 makeup. You know what I mean? So on one side of my face, I'm gonna show you guys how, we've all learned to do our makeup on YouTube dating back, and on the other side of my face, I'm going to show you guys how I do my makeup in real life, how I apply these techniques in real life in 2021. Okay, let's get started because that's not confusing enough. Also, I'm not going to do eyes in this video. I'm only going to do like complexion in this video. Well, complexion and lips. Just because I feel like eyes would be like a whole other video. I mean, I could do a whole ass video on how we used to do our eyes because of YouTube versus how we do our eyes now. Let me know if y'all care. Do y'all want to see that? Is that interesting? Do y'all give a shit? Like, anyways. Let's get started. So I've already primed. I've already used a pore filling primer. I don't feel like primer has changed a lot, and I don't feel like YouTube has really, affected the whole primer game. If anything, I want to say that primer is only famous because of YouTube, okay? Nobody knew to prime before YouTube, okay? I didn't. Anyways. We're going to start with foundation. I'm actually going to use the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation today. So on one side of my face, on the YouTube side of my face, I'm actually going to use one full pump for half my face. I feel like because, oh god, this is a lot. I feel like normally people always use like 2 full pumps for their whole face. So I'm going to use one just for this half. I'm going to do this half YouTube and this half just how I regularly do my shit, And I just feel like, I don't know, this is like way too much product for me personally. I know like there are people that have more that they want to cover, and I get it. Also, using a sponge because we used to be some sponge ass bitches, I feel like things have changed a little bit, but for the most part. I always felt like seeing this much foundation on someone's face in real life looked so different than how it looked like on YouTube or whatever. And I feel like that's because makeup looks so different on camera. Like on camera, I'm sure my face doesn't look so bad, but if you took a mirror to this bitch, like, yeah, I think you can tell the difference. Like the coverage, I actually purposely used a foundation that added like a soft focus, like it blurred a little bit, because if I used a foundation that was like real heavy, y'all. Anyway, so normally for my normal side, I actually take about that much foundation, and that's how much I use. I just dot that much literally on 3 areas. I'm gonna add just an extra little, because those zits just do not want to go away. And really that's all I would normally use. Again, I get that there are people that have more that they want to cover. I'm really just looking to even out my skin tone. By the way, I'm using a different side of this sponge. I just feel like, I don't want something to completely cover my face. I just want something to even me out, but still look skin-like, because when it wears off, I don't want it to look like super noticeable, and you can already tell a complete difference. I mean, it looks like there's like a straight line across my face. This is the side with less coverage, okay? And this is the side that I use like a full pump. And I feel like even like at the hairline, it doesn't blend properly. And like my ears, like I'm not trying to cover just my whole body in foundation just so that my neck will match my face, like, no. Anyway, next is concealer. Concealer has always been like a big thing. I always cringe when I watch people do their concealer on YouTube just because like I have never been able to use as much product as some of these females. By the way, this is a new concealer I'm trying out. I mean, it's not new, but it's new to me. This is from Cover FX. This is the Power Play Concealer. I'm in the shade N Medium 2. Okay, for the YouTube side, y'all know how this goes. I feel like everybody has seen this, but I'm gonna show y'all. So, y'all remember this number? Okay? Oh my god, I just, where they like brought it down and then like on the nose here to like almost contour. Do you see what I did there? That's, oh god, that is so much product. Oh my god. Anyway, so I'm actually just gonna blend this in however humanely possible. And I've never really, I guess if you have like a lot to cover, cool. But I never really understood like highlighting like this. I mean, everybody knows, you know? And also just the amount of product on my face right now. Oh my God. I'm actually going to drag this in here a little bit just because my eyelid is a completely different color than the rest of my face. And I mean, it looks okay, but also... Dear God. Again, I feel like these techniques look good on camera, but like the minute you walk up on somebody with this much product on their face, you're like, wow, you can't breathe. Like, anyway, for the reality side, normally that's about all I do. Normally, I just drag this out. First of all, I'm going to let it sit for a minute because I like to get more coverage in the inner corner because that's where I'm darkest. I really only apply concealer where I need it the most, and I only apply like a dot. It depends also on the coverage of your concealer. I feel like if your concealer is a higher coverage, just a dot, like Shape Tape, Tarte Shape Tape, just a dot. Okay, I don't know how people be covering their whole face in that. I've never understood. I will never understand. If that works for you, awesome. I have never just been able to pull that off. So anyway, I'm going to blend this out, but I'm going to focus it in that inner corner because that's where I'm darkest. And then I'm going to drag it out. I'm going to dab some on that lid too, just kind of to even all that stuff out. And I feel like I look awake. I look natural, you know? You can see such a difference, yo. Like, I feel like I could pass for someone who's not really wearing anything on my face on this side, but this side, I mean, you take one good look at me, okay? Okay, next is powder, and this has me so nervous. I was never really into baking. It was too much product, you know, and it just, really, that's what it is. I feel like a lot of these techniques were good for people that didn't really have a lot of texture on their face. I feel like the YouTubers that we all follow, they're very smooth, you know, they have perfected skin, you know, and that's nice for them. But like, I have pores, I have texture, okay? Sometimes I got a huge zit on my face, and all this product on that type of texture is just not all of us can have a facial every week, you know? Like, you know, I've never had a facial in my life. I feel like I want to try, but also I'm scared. Anyway, so I'm going to grab a shit ton of powder, and on the YouTube side, oh my God, I'm going to just go ahead and stamp. Yeah. Now this is also a banana powder, so I feel like this was like all the rage, you know, back then. You know, we were all into brightening. We were all into, you know, just whatever a banana powder could do for us. Holy shit, this is a lot. Okay, I'm actually going to dust off this powder on the back of my hand. There's still a lot in here. I can't. I'm barely going to go in. Okay, that's all the powder that I'm going to use. This right here at the tip. And on the real life side, I'm actually going to start down here where I have the most pores on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to work my way up under my eyes, and I'm just gonna pat lightly over my eyes, under my eyes, the center of my face, and just like where I crease the most. So my laugh lines, you know, my what the fuck lines. That's normally what I would do. Now I'm gonna have to let this sit for a hot minute. Ooh, and I'm nervous. Okay, if you could hear a humming just now, that was the fan. I had to turn the fan off because I realized, like, y'all can hear it. Okay, I'm gonna do bronzer now. And like, I've never been like a fan of contouring, okay, because I have fat cheeks, okay, and if I contour, everybody knows, okay? It's just not a natural look for me. This is the Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo, Matte and Shimmer. This is in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze. And I'm just gonna tap in here real quick because this is pigmented as fuck, okay? And I'm just gonna use this like angled, what is this? This is the sculpting brush from Real Techniques. But everybody was using a brush like this. Something long, something skinny that could really give you like, oh. Anyway, everybody was just into a strong contour, you know? And I can't. Do you see how unnatural this looks on my face? It was funny too because everybody was into that like NARS Ita brush. And also, I don't know, I guess it's because of like the way that my cheeks bunch up when I smile. But you can see here, it actually makes this look patchy. And it's not the bronzer. It's just my face. On the other side, I'm actually going to use this. It's an angled blush brush, I think. This is from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to tap lightly in here. And what I normally do is I actually start above my ear, and I kind of just swirl and kind of give myself more like a natural, like where the sun would naturally hit my face, you know, where I would naturally sunburn, you know. And I don't like to bring it down too low. I like to keep it pretty high just because, you know, like I also get the chins, you know. That's how I would roll normally. You know, it's crazy because in person it doesn't actually look patchy, but on camera it looks patchy. Again, I feel like the YouTube side was just so heavy-handed and just so, like, exaggerated because it had to show up on camera. But, like, in real life, this looks like I'm just naturally brown, you know? I am gonna go in with some powder and cut that bronzer because that's what we were taught, you know? So I'm gonna do this number, you know? Yep, that's what we were taught. I do like for my makeup to naturally look just a little bit more blended out, more soft. Softer? I don't like any harsh lines. I don't like this contouring look. I mean, my face is fat regardless. Like, okay, blush. I feel like we all are guilty of going ham with blush, okay? All of us do it. It's okay. I love blush, okay? But I have never loved blush as much as 2016 loved blush, okay? So in 2016, we were going straight in on the apples of our cheeks, okay? This was just it right here. You know, it's like you had to have a stripe of bronzer and a stripe of blush. You know, that's how we did it, you know. In 2021, we just, first of all, it's much higher, you know. The blush is not a stripe and it's much higher. I actually like to cover my temple in blush just because I feel like it lifts the face a little bit and I keep it away from the apples of my cheeks because I got pores, bitch. Okay, like I don't want you to see them. Oh God, okay. I need to dust this powder off because I look like a lunatic. So I'm gonna dust off this bake. Oh God. You know, it's crazy because I forgot I had a zit there until it was accentuated by this powder. Wonderful. And it's not like it's a bad powder, y'all. It's not a bad powder. This is actually my favorite powder ever. But when used in large quantities, anything will look bad. Oh God, this is what I'm most not looking forward to is brows. Okay, let's do our brows. Okay, so for brows, most people used a pomade in 2016. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna draw on some dark ass brows with some pomade. This is from Benefit Cream Gel Brow Color with brush. I felt like I read that wrong. Can I read today? Anyway, people were like all about this, all about the Anastasia pomade. I have never understood. And I only have this because I actually purchase the Benefit brow kits every year during the holidays, and it just comes with a pomade, so it's there, you know. I rarely ever use it, but it's there, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in with this. Oh God, I don't even really know like how to use this. First of all, I feel like the way that it was used was actually not the way that it was intended to be used. I feel like people kind of took this whole pomade thing and they like drew in their brows, girl. And drew in all these harsh ass lines, you know? Oh God. You know, it's funny because my foundation is already breaking up. Okay, and then they would do this number in the front to kind of fade the front of the brow. That is, oh, girl, that is a dark ass brow. Okay, now let me show y'all how we roll in 2021. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use a brow gel first. And this is just a clear brow gel. I just found that this is my favorite. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is just my favorite because it actually keeps my hairs in place all day. And I got some wild hairs, y'all. Like, so I brush on a good coat of that. I brush my brows up. And then I'll go in with one of these brow pens. I do like a pencil too. You can use a pencil, but I normally like to go in with these brow pens because they look the most natural. I'm using very light brush strokes to just create hair-like stuff. I don't know how else to explain this, but I just feel like it looks more natural, but my brows still look full and feathery, but it looks like my natural brow hairs as opposed to like just whatever that is. And I mean, it looks full, it looks feathery, but natural, you know, like I just woke up and my eyebrows just be like that, you know. I missed a spot. Anyway, to add insult to injury, It is so hard to do this. I'm gonna outline my brow on this side in concealer. I'm gonna take like a flat concealer brush. This is like super tiny. And I'm gonna do it. I just, really my problem with these types of techniques, okay, is again, they look awesome on camera, okay? My makeup looks super crisp. And it's actually funny because I know people that still do this to this day. And like, I understand the logic, but also everybody knows. And me personally, I just don't want anybody to know, you know? And this is just so time consuming, like who does this? I want to know. Leave it in the comments below. Who does their eyebrows like this still to this day, and share with us why, is it because your eyebrows are a little bit more sparse and this kind of makes them look thicker? Or, I mean, I understand different strokes for different folks, like, do you just like it, Are you just used to it? Please let us know. Oh my god. I had never realized how thick my eyebrows are until now. Like, that looks real thick. Oh my god, I borderline look scary. If both my brows look like this, I feel like I would look scary. Like, I have too bold of a brow to do this. I feel like it just doesn't suit my face, Maybe it's just me, Anyway, I know we're skipping around a lot, but this is just how I live my life, okay? We're gonna highlight next, okay? And I'm scared because, like, for girls that have texture, the highlighting game has just been very difficult for us, okay? I'm gonna take it back to Becca, okay? This is Becca Champagne Pop, okay? This is what created the highlighting game, okay? Yo, we used to go in. I feel like I never really went in, but low-key probably did more than I probably should have, okay? So I'm gonna go in because we used to like to look like the Tin Man, okay? Like, we did that, okay? We did that. And this was actually one of the very first highlights I was ever actually able to wear without it making my skin look totally atrocious, I think that's pretty representative of what we used to do. Now, on the natural side, let me actually take a different brush because I'm scared. I don't want any transfer going on. I'm going to tap lightly, and I'm just going to very lightly just brush over this whole area with just that one, And see, that looks like a glow from within, That looks natural. That looks like, do her skin just be like that? Okay, so back in 2016, we used to be all about our MAC Fix Plus. So I'm gonna spray some of this, and I want to say this would like melt everything into the skin. I don't know if you can melt all of this product into the skin because all of it looks like it's just sitting on top. This is like, I could never follow a tutorial because of this. It may look decent on camera, but ooh girl, so I'm gonna set this side of my face with Fix Plus. Oh, we used to go in too, girl. It would look like we just took a bath in Fix Plus. I mean, did it help? I don't know. Did it help, all that powder that was just sitting on my face? Anyway, for this side, I'm actually going to use this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I feel like, as of late, we set our face with skincare. And that's what this is. And I feel like we've gone more dewier. I feel like it's not really about setting our face anymore. It's about creating the healthy skin look. So I'm going to spray this on this side. Oh, this spray smells so good. I can't believe how much product is on this side of my face. I can't. I'm going to throw on a coat of mascara because I'm not doing lashes, okay? Again, eyes are just going to be a separate video because I just can't. So I'm going to put on some mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, let's talk about lips. Okay, I feel like back in the day, after doing all this, you going to put on a red lip. Okay, you're going to put on a red lip and you're going to overline your lips like it was nobody's business, okay? And back in the day, it was about your matte liquid lipsticks, okay? Everything was just about liquid lipsticks. It was about overlining. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm scared. First of all, I have never been able to overline my lips, like, at all. It has just never worked for me. I don't know if it's because of the way that my lip line is set up, but it's just never worked for me. So I'm going to attempt to overline this side. Oh, God. By the way, that's the KKW lip liner in red #1. This is from Dose of Colors. This is the liquid lipstick in Kiss of Fire. And I'm just gonna, okay, that lip liner doesn't actually exactly match this liquid lipstick, but like, you get the point, okay? Do you see how giant this side looks? You know? First of all, I don't do liquid lipsticks anymore. I feel like when I do a matte lip, it just accentuates every line in my lips. So whenever I do wear a matte lip, I put a gloss over it, or I just don't wear them. This is just so hard for me to look at. Like, we used to do this, y'all. And again, I feel like maybe it's just me because I do have a very accentuated lip line. Like, you can tell where my lip ends. For the current side, I'm going to use another KKW lip liner. This is in the shade Nude 2. I'm just going to follow my natural lip line, and I'm also going to shade them in a little bit on the corners. And then just like blend that in with my finger just to kind of create a gradient. And then I'm just going to go in with gloss. You know, this is also from KKW. This is the Nude 6 gloss. What a world of difference, you know? Oh, this side just feels so much more comfortable. Anyway, that's it. That is like the blast from the past versus like what we doing now type shit, you know? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all still do any of this? Does it work for you? I mean, share your thoughts, you know? None of this has ever worked for me. And I think maybe we just all have different needs, different preferences, things that we like to do, you know? I've never been able to pull this whole thing off, so I just don't do it. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and stay tuned. Where is my beverage? That was weak. I feel like, what do I feel like? We used to be just like oh, this applicator is like so weird. This is a monochromatic bronzer. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is too much powder. Do you see this? No ma'am. Should I do that? I should do that, huh? What is that noise? Why is someone playing cumbia right now? It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, people. This is the this is the cream gel brow color with brush. Wait, oh my god. I hate this. And I'll just like natural strokes, you know, brush strokes. How do I describe this? I'm like very lightly stroking. Okay. No. For some reason, every time I open that brow pen, I just, it's like I had a fight with it. I don't, you know? Anyway, I am not wiping it on my pants. I'm going to take a different brush and I'm just going to type lightly. Type. Did I say type? For the current side, I'm actually going to use another KKK. I mean, oh my god. No, not KKK.